Hello there, Ray here. We got a brand new snapshot. This is a snapshot for 1.16.2. This is currently snapshot 20W27A. So they came out with 1.16 and then they came out with 1.16.1 to fix a minor bug to do with realms in Java. Now the idea with 1.16.2 is it adds a new mob which is going to watch over the bastion so people can't easily take all the gold. And this is the first snapshot of these new versions. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget, after this video goes live, we will be testing out this snapshot with the viewers. And you guys can get all the information how you guys can join with my Twitch link down below. Now let's get into all the new features as well as bug fixes for this new version. They added a new feature, which is a new mob. This is Piglin Brute. We can go ahead and spawn one in, see what these guys look like. They are very similar to the normal piglins, except they have some armor that is already part of them. Not actually armor you can collect, and they also have a gold axe, plus they have this shield that's part of their arm, which makes them a lot tougher. If we take a look at their stats, you can see they have 50 health, same as like iron golems as well as ravagers. They also have a chance of dropping their weapon they're holding, as well as able to pick up loot, meaning they can pick up armor or swords. They're definitely stronger than the normal piglins. Now these brutes are not afraid of zombified piglins like the normal piglins are. The normal piglins will try to run away from the zombified piglins, where these guys just don't care. These guys also don't care about gold. If you throw gold on the ground, they're not going to like run towards it or get distracted by it. Also, these guys will attack on sight, and they do a lot of damage. Almost kill me there. And it doesn't matter what type of armor you have, they will still attack you. So even if you have gold, which normally can distract the normal piglins from attacking you, it won't affect these guys. Now notice these guys do have gold axe, so if you go into survival and you try to block their attacks, you might be able to block one of them, but then their axe disables your shield and then they kill you. So they kill you within a matter of seconds if you don't have very good armor on. It does say that I was slain by Piglin Brute. The brutes do generate here inside of the new bastions of 1.16. They're actually protecting it so that players can't come in here and easily take out all the goodies here, like the treasure as well as the gold blocks. And the developers were seeing that the piglins themselves weren't doing a very good job at protecting all these treasures, so they added these guys. So you'll find them inside of each of these bastions. They also have the persistence required tag set to 1, meaning they cannot despawn. So even if you leave and come back, they'll still be here. Now compare this to the normal piglins. They also have persistence required. They only have 16 health, so they're considerably weaker. So if you do want to come in here and loot these amazing chests that are inside of here, you're going to have to be very careful with these guys and maybe come in really fast and grab the loot and leave before they attack you. And definitely be well geared up. It's not something you could do early game. The developers did say that Piglin Brutes will be the main feature of 1.16.2. Everything else is going to be bug fixes. Now you can grab hoglins with leads and pull them around to move them, but now they added so you can also lead up zoglins and move them around as well. They added another new feature to the snapshot, and this is the ability to place crimson as well as warped fungus onto mycelium. Before, you could only place them on their appropriate block types, being the crimson and warped nelium types. So let's go ahead and test that as well. So we can still place blue on blue as well as red on blue. When it comes to growing, you can only grow them on their appropriate block type. So let's go ahead and try that. Then we can't grow this, and we can't grow it in this one either. So even though you can place it on this block, you can't actually grow it on the block. So if you want to grow it, you still have to put the right color to the right type. There. Made small improvements to the data and resource pack selection screens. Now one thing I heard people say is they would like it so that you can move these up and down inside of this area here. But I hardly use resource packs, so let me know in the comments what you think. They fix some really old bugs, like if the item inside of item frame ever gets in the side of your view, it would usually go invisible and vanish. And the bug report is way back from version 1.4. But now you can see it don't matter which way you turn, the item in the item frame can still be seen in the corner of your screen. This also affected tile entities. They fixed another really old bug from 1.4, which is if you were crouching on the edge of something and then you drop down one layer, it's possible to fall into the emptiness beside it, making that small little jump from this one down to that one. While I'm also pushing off to the side, you can see that I'm still able to push towards this hole and jump down one layer without actually falling off of the edge. Now this was a pretty annoying problem, especially if you're playing like Skyblock. And while we're playing Proto Sky, I was actually afraid of this quite often because we were using a lot of blocks as well as slabs. And we had a lot of people pushing each other because there's so many people in such a small area. And the first episode of Proto Sky will probably come out this Thursday. They fixed a problem to do with player heads. They are still really laggy when they're loaded, but you can see you used to have this problem where the head would always appear with the same skin on it, even if the save texture data is different. But you can do some pretty cool stuff with player heads. Here's a cool looking one. They added it so you can make the tab button for opening and closing your inventory. So by hitting tab, open it and close it. Before it would just open it but never close it. They fixed a pretty annoying bug, which is items could sometimes get stuck on the soul sand in these bubble columns like this. Instead of getting launched upwards, if they were dropped in very low, they would just get stuck in the very bottom and they wouldn't ever get launched upwards. Now they fixed this, which is amazing. I know one of you guys was asking about this recently. Now we should be able to make item streams where we have like ice right here, the same wide level, push it directly into it and go up rather than having to drop items a little bit higher so they never get close to the soul sand. There was a pretty weird bug to do with boats going through gateway portals. It would kind of rubber band you back if you went through a gateway portal while inside of a boat. We actually ran into this while we were on Protect trying to move some villagers over into the other side. We tried to move them like this, and what happened is a player would be dropped into the void. Looks like there might still be some client-side issues. Okay, there. So now it finally loaded. It looked like it was falling in the void, but that was just client-side. We weren't actually taking any damage there. So it did eventually make it through. It was a little bit weird. But we actually had a problem where one of our members actually got forced into the void and he died. Hopefully it's a lot easier to transport mobs through the gateway portals using boats. They fixed this kind of weird bug that you could do by breaking and placing a new weeping vine or other type of growing plant in the same area, and what it would do, it would apply this little piece to the top piece there, so it'd be two little pieces on top of each other. And this was actually first shown by Johnny, who did this. Now it's a discontinue, so if you want to get it, make sure to do it in a version prior. Even if you use the set block, it won't allow you to place it there. You can't use like a debug stick either to manipulate it. There was a problem that got introduced in 1.16 where if you had a minecart of any type and it fell in lava, it wouldn't actually burn. So they said they fixed this, but I don't know. Looks like it's touching lava, it's not burning. Maybe the next snapshot it'll actually be implemented. The normal mushrooms could be grown on top of any type of dirt block, but they now add it so you can also grow them on top of Nilium. Go ahead and give it a try. Looks like it's working out great. There was a bug that these ruined portals, which are new to 1.16, weren't always generating with their chest, and now they do. There was a problem with farmer villagers when they were trying to put stuff into their composter. They put everything in instantly and it's creating tons of particles. Now we shouldn't see that anymore. Now one thing I did notice with villagers when testing them is it seems like they will often just keep taking everything that they harvest and put it into the composter, rather than using it to actually grow more crops. Now, they fixed a problem where iron golems were constantly spawning in villages. Despite there already being an iron golem there, the game was spawning in more of them. Now, this shouldn't really affect iron farms, but it should fix this problem where people just keep getting excessive amounts of these guys spawning in their areas. They made a tweak to how creative players are given more suspicious stews if they already have one in the inventory. Now, if you have room, you should get more of them. Kind of funny, but this pigman here is not actually shooting this iron golem, despite him being mad at him. What if he gets closer? Okay, now he's not even mad at him. This iron golem is mad at this guy. Ah, there you go. Wow. He had no problem with killing these brutes, despite them being quite strong. Seems like they're really having trouble getting to each other. You'd think they'd be able to walk to each other and attack each other. They fixed the problem where if you hold crouch and then try to right-click something to write it, it would kind of make your hand move. Now you just won't be able to mount anything while being in crouch mode. There's also a problem that if you would be riding a strider through lava and log out, and when you log back in, the player would be set on fire. So that shouldn't occur anymore. They also made some other consistencies to do with creative players and collecting different stuff with like bottles. In 1.15, if you launched a mob with the slime, you get launched 6 blocks high, where 1.16 is only going 5 blocks high, so they went ahead and changed it back. There was a problem that the shininess of elytras when they're enchanted wouldn't be showing up when you're inside of a boat, and now you can see it works again. So they fixed quite a few old bugs as well as more recent ones. Many of these were annoying, so it's good to see them getting fixed. Bastions did seem like too easy to loot, even though they did remove a lot of the better items you can get from this, including decreased amount of netherite stuff you can find in there. So by adding this root guy here, it will make it a lot harder to easily come in here and grab stuff and leave. Love to hear what you guys think about this guy, and if you'll still try to get in here and get the goodies without confronting these guys. Now this version is still just a snapshot, but they will be doing 1.16.2 full release where these guys will be implemented into the full game. I know a lot of people are excited for 1.17, but they're still going to continue working on this version while doing a bunch of bug fixes until they get the full release of 1.16.2. And don't forget guys, after this video goes live, we're having a testing stream with the viewers. So check out my Twitch link down below. You guys can get information about the server IP and join me as we build up new farms and test out the new mechanics of the Piglin Brute. And don't forget to go ahead and share this video as well as leave a like on it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!